some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll run it from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Sayin. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Makes a move. Gets it all the way out to the 42. What a nice job on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. will throw. And a third down pass is knocked away by the D.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Benson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's Green. At the 20, he's got space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. This is a designed run. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Oregon! Great job by the back on the option. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the air, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking for space. It's Peoples. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Around the end, it's Peoples. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They go to the draw. Pulled down for the tackle.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
Right, and they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Delivers the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Moore to the air. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks the tackle. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Rides to back and leaves it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Finds the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Creates a little space. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Moore will throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's a draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll run for it on third and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants it all. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The option look. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got a man. It's Smith. Turning it on. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
On first down from their own 22. The give on the option. Finding open areas. Rams him with the stiff arm. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Fires to the big fella. They run him out of bounds. He gets him to the 47.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Sayin. Snagged in the middle, it's Tate. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, 30, at the 20. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Discards him with the stiff arm. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Moore to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Grabbed over the middle, it's Stewart. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Split backs here. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Whittington. Breaks into the open. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Here's the handoff. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
At the 11-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Has it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On the move, it's Peoples. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Handoff to the single running back. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Goes to the option. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on.
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Works the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Whittington.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option. The give. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies into the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short coming.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Davison. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. So now it's 2nd and long. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.